Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to share with you my fall-winter fashion staples. I already did a very similar video for like the spring-summer season, and actually a couple of my subbies requested to do this for the new season, for the colder season. So that absolutely makes sense, and that's what I'm giving to you today. For everyone who sees this face for the very first time, hello, welcome. My name is Evelyn, this is the Geek Chic, and on this channel we're talking about luxury, fashion, shopping, having fun with like styling and clothing, but in a more realistic, mindful and smart way. So if you're into this kind of stuff and you're one of those people who could talk about fashion literally all the time, please make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you have any suggestions for videos, please leave a comment below. Let's get started. First things first, let's start with knitwear. If you already follow this channel, you will know I'm all about high quality pieces that you invest in and that will, you know, last for a long time and that will look stunning for a long time. And cashmere knitwear would really be, I think, the #1 of my like fashion favorite hit list that like of all time. The reason why I love a cashmere piece is that cashmere is the most luxurious wool fiber out there. I do own a couple of different cashmere sweaters, but I think my absolute favorite would be this one by Vince. First of all, I love the color of this sweater. I think it's the perfect oatmealish beige neutral color that just goes with everything. It is not too warm, it is not too cold, it is not too dark, not too light, it's just perfect. It really has like a very classic cut when it comes to the torso, but it's a little bit more, you know, special or current on the sleeves. So the sleeves have a little bit of a bell design to it, which just makes it, in my opinion, even more luxurious and more beautiful and more special, while it's still keeping it super timeless and, you know, classic. Second on my list would be a nice coat. So some of you already know this if you follow me on Instagram. I already did a couple of pictures with this. This is my Max Mara weekend coat. It's a very light wool coat. It doesn't have any lining in it, so it's perfect for like this transitional phase. But I also have a thin down vest that I can layer under it, so I can basically wear it all year or like all winter round as well. When I got this coat, I made the conscious decision to go for a cream and light colored coat, because I did own like dark colored like navy coats in the seasons before that. I really just fell in love with wearing more light colors in the past years. I used to be Batman during winter. Like I used to only wear black, black, black all winter long. And it basically just adds to your winter depression. So this coat has like the perfect length. Of course, this depends how tall you are. I am 1,74 m, but for me, this is like the perfect length that is like more modern, more current, a little bit more younger, but it is not like super, super long. I didn't want like a maxi coat. It also has the perfect level of being a little bit, you know, oversized, but not too much. So I can layer it very easily, but it's also not too huge. Next fall winter fashion staple would be, of course, a scarf. So if you already follow me here on my YouTube channel, you know that I love to talk about scarves. Scarves are for me one of my most favorite accessories for like all year round, because actually here in Germany you can wear a scarf or even like a thin scarf literally almost every day. I really just get a lot of wear out of them, and I personally love Dior scarves. I think Dior makes the best, the most beautiful scarves out there. Obviously, this doesn't mean that you have to get yourself like a collection of Dior scarves like Crazy Evelyn over here. For like late summer or fall, I do love a thin, soft scarf like this one. I already talked about this scarf a couple of times. This is a Dior scarf. It can be folded into your typical triangle shape, and it is made of a mix of wool and silk. So I think it's 70% wool, 30% silk. And the silk just makes it much, much more smoother, very lightweight. You really just don't feel the weight of the scarf at all. And it also decreases chances of pilling. So this scarf I do own for like 3 years or so, and it just looks like new. I absolutely am very, very happy with the quality. But yeah, I think this is just like a nice, more frilly, flowy kind of material that you can throw over your shoulder during those months where it gets chilly in the mornings maybe and in the evenings. And once winter starts to hit hard, I go all in. So when temperatures like really hit rock bottom and it gets super fresh and super cold, I love myself a big, oversized, amazing, beautiful scarf. So this particular scarf by Dior in the iconic Jouy pattern really was a huge investment piece for me. I do cherish it a lot. I really love this piece with everything that I have, and I did spend everything that I had for it. But if you're someone like me who doesn't wear a lot of prints or patterns in general, this scarf is just perfect. It is still monochrome, it's just like wool, white and black, but it is still an absolute statement piece. It is a total game changer. I think that, you know, when I throw this on my Max Mara coat, it like changes the whole look of it immediately. And you can also wear this in many different ways. So typically I would fold into a triangle shape and I will wrap it around over my one shoulder and then over my neck to really keep my neck warm. But I can also throw it over my shoulders like a plate, and then I use the belt of the scarf to tie both ends into my waistline. So it creates like this hourglass shape. It gives the scarf and the coat a little bit more structure and a more clear silhouette. But of course, if it gets like chilly in the office or something, I mean, I'm always cold during winter. I really love to throw this over my shoulders as well. And it still looks so good. I love this scarf today. Next fall winter staple would be leather boots. So we all love a simple black ankle boot, but I think at this point having a black simple ankle boot is like kind of a no-brainer for fall, right? But to change it up a little bit, I recently invested in these beautiful shoes by Dior, but I will haul these, so I don't want to talk too much about them today. And something that I did add to my wardrobe last winter, I think I also talked about these already, like in one of my very first videos 1 year ago, would be knee-high boots. So these boots are by Jil Sander Navy. I got them last year, or I think beginning of this year, something like that. And knee-high boots still are very, very current right now. They are very trendy. And I'm usually a little bit more skeptical with, you know, trendy pieces. However, I like these because they are very slouchy and the shape of them is still very timeless. So I like to style these with a pair of like white woolen trousers, a little bit like, you know, 70s style. But of course you can style these with like a nice maxi dress or a, you know, midi skirt or something like that. I could technically also wear these like over skinny trousers with like an oversized cool blazer or something. I think that would look really cool too, a little bit more like French Isabelle Marant style, you know? The next item on my list is a pair of nice sneakers. So I am a sneaker lover. I do own quite a couple of different designer sneakers and I love all of them. However, for fall winter, obviously, I would recommend something that is a little bit more durable, made of smooth leather. So if I could only buy like one pair of sneakers for fall winter, it would be made of smooth leather because it's just much more water resistant, it is much more durable, and it is more carefree. I recently got these beautiful bad boys here by Golden Goose and I am obsessed with them. I think I have them for like 2 weeks or something and I wore them all the time, like all the time. I did have my eyes on Golden Goose for quite some time now, but I never found like the perfect color combination. As you know, I'm very particular with my color combinations. And when I found these, I was convinced that this is the perfect pair. Next on my list would be a pair of leather trousers. I do love a pair of leather trousers. If it gets chilly, if it gets rainy or something, you can just throw these on. A pair of leather pants always looks a little bit more stylish or fashionable, just a little bit more special and also more chic in comparison to, you know, your good old denim outfit. I did want to show you a little bit more of a chic look to this, because, you know, I'm always casual and I always show more casual outfits, so I wanted to give you a little bit of a change here. So you can style this in a very chic way, you can style this in the perfect like late Indian summer way. For example, I styled this with my Zimmermann blouse that is a linen blouse. My leather trousers have a little bit of a kick flare to them, because when I got these I did not want like a skinny pair of leather trousers, because I just wanted something different, something, you know, more modern, something new. So I went for these and I love everything about them. My particular pair is by the brand Ama. It is a Dutch brand, and price-wise they are kind of in the middle between, you know, your fast fashion leather and your like high-end luxury leather prices. So I think that for this mid-range price it is still an investment piece, but it is actually great quality, and you don't have to spend like 1,000 euros on a pair of leather pants. And last but not least, something a little bit more flirty and fun would be dresses. So recently I totally fell in love with midi length dresses and skirts. I used to have my problems with dresses in that length, but I actually found 2 of them this year that I absolutely love. The pink one, let's start with this one, is by Rixo London. It is made of 100% silk, so this is a piece that you can actually wear all summer long. But because of the length and because it has long sleeves, I think that this is a very, very nice item that you can also wear during fall. You can style it with ankle boots, you can style it with sneakers. Obviously, this also looks very, very nice with a pair of sandals in summer. When it gets a little bit more chilly, you can just throw over a leather jacket. I can also totally see myself wearing this with a black sweater, for example. I tried this on here to show you what I mean. I have a very like simple, basic crew neck black merino wool sweater from Uniqlo. I would just like tie it up with a hairband in the back so that it's more fitted and shorter, and then I can throw over again a leather jacket, or I can just wear it on its own, and it looks super cool, and you kind of have like one more way to wear this dress even when it gets a little bit colder outside. The other dress that I have is this one by Marsh. I got this pretty recently, and this is made of a viscose. So this is not silk, it's viscose. It's a little bit warmer because of that. You have already seen this dress on my Instagram. I tried it on with ankle boots on that day. I will insert a picture in here for you to see that. But because of the fact that this is monochrome, I actually like to get a little bit more different with this one. So I really like to wear this with my Dior fusion sneakers. So I know that this is a little bit of a break between styles because the dress obviously is a little bit more flirty, or even witchy as I like to call it. And the Dior sock sneakers are obviously more sporty, more streetwear, more casual. But I actually like that kind of combo very much. I like the idea in general how people style these sock sneakers, especially the Dior ones, in a more romantic and different and girly way that is not your typical, you know, Balenciaga inspired streetwear denim or whatever look. And before I end this video, I have one more honorable mention. I absolutely do love my black biker jacket. This one is by the brand All Saints. I think I got this like 4 years ago or something. It holds up very well. I'm very pleased with the quality. Probably everyone who sees this already has like a nice leather black jacket, because I think it's like the staple of all staples, so I actually didn't even intend to mention it in this video, you know. Since I found myself styling it up so much, I thought this one deserves an honorable mention, because obviously a black leather jacket is always a good idea for fall winter, right? So that is it for today. My room is a mess, so as usual, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me comments down below if you want to know more about any of the items that I've mentioned today. I'm more than happy to talk about all of this with you as usual. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!